Greetings everyone, and welcome to my home. My name is Hannah Graham, and I serve as the Director of Christian Formation at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Glenwood. Today I want to talk to you about creating a holy space at home. We're in a different time now, a different season where many of us cannot go out and go to a church where we think of as holy spaces and come together. So I want to show you how to create a holy space in your home. Now, maybe this is a temporary thing, a pop-up space that maybe you have just during Holy Week, or maybe it starts out that way and you decide, this is a space that I want to include in my home, and you make it a little bit more permanent. So there are only a very couple things that you need, okay? The first thing is you need to decide the best place for it, okay? So, hold on. So, right now we are in our playroom. I am the mother of 3 young boys. I have 3 sons, ages 2, 3, and 6. This is our playroom. It's on the main level of our floor, and we spend a lot of time here. So this is where we decided would be the best place. So you want somewhere where you're going to see it every day, okay? You want to be able to walk past it and have it remind you to say a prayer or look for God wherever you are, okay? So you want to find somewhere that you pass by or you're in every day, but you also don't want a place where it's going to hinder your normal activities. Like the kitchen table, not a good place for a home holy space, because then you're constantly moving it or shifting it, and that's not where we want to do it. So we decided to put ours. This is the top of our bookshelf. There's nothing behind it. This is our stairwell. And up here is usually picture frames. So they're used to things being up here that are a little different. They're a little fragile, okay, and special. So the number one thing is to pick out where you want your space in your home to be. Okay. Now, what to put on your home altar or holy space. Now, you can put whatever you want in your holy space that reminds you of God. Okay, that's number one. Anything that reminds you of God is what you put here. Okay, I have a couple of suggestions, and my family went through my house and we did a scavenger hunt. So I'm going to share those things with you. But again, whatever you feel brings you closer to God and reminds you of God is what you want to put on here. Okay? All right, so here are the things that we came up with. Okay? So, let me move these over here. So the first thing that we decided on was a cloth. Okay? Altars at church have cloths, and they change color with the liturgical season. So we're in Lent right now. So the liturgical color is purple, the color of kings and preparation. So we found this very fancy scarf, which a very dear friend of mine gave me for Christmas, and it has all the colors, which we really like. So we're going to put this down first, okay? I'm not real visually artistic, so we're just going to lay it. I don't know if you can see it. We're going to lay it like this. Okay. We also found some other purple things in our home. These are purple washcloths that I use in my bathroom. So we're just gonna lay these real artsy like this. Keep in mind, I'm not on the Altar Gilded Church, so we're just gonna lay those like that. Okay. So the first thing might be a cloth. The second thing is light. Candles are often depicted in our holy spaces as the light of Christ. We have a resurrection candle on Easter, a Paschal candle. So you might want to find something that represents light to put in your holy space. Now, we don't have a lot of candles in our house because I have 3 very busy boys, okay? So it doesn't have to be a candle. It could be any source of light. Okay, that's number one. So I found the boys' baptismal candles, okay, which sit on their dressers. So here's the thing, I could only find 2 of them. I can't find my youngest son's baptismal candle. I think it's at my mom's house because she's keeping it safe until he's old enough to have it on his dresser. So we're just gonna go with 2, and I'm gonna keep looking for the 3rd one. Okay? So we've got 2 candles. Okay. So we have cloth and light. Okay? So the next thing is really a personal choice. Okay? As I said in the beginning, you want something that reminds you of God to put in your holy space. So I asked everyone in my family to go around the house and find something that reminds them of God. Okay? And here is what they came up with, and that's what we're going to keep in our holy space. Okay? So my husband decided on a glass of water. Okay? This is a plain old kitchen glass we use in our kitchen, filled with water from the tap. He said water reminds him of baptism and the great flood. So he wanted water on the altar. Okay. I chose a flower from my garden. I grew this all by myself. Hi. I grew this all by myself, and I'm not a gardener, so I'm very excited. Tulips are my favorite flower, and it reminds me of God the Creator. I don't have any fancy vases, so I have a champagne glass from my wedding. I'm going to put that on there. Okay. Now, my 2 older sons, Caleb and Elliot, looked all over the house, and here is what they came up with. Okay. This is what Caleb chose. This is his mini, which is his lovey. And he said it reminds him of God because he loves Minnie and God loves him. And this is what he wants on the altar. Okay, so we'll put Minnie right there. And my middle son, Elliot, is 3, and he found his pacifier because a pacifier makes him feel good, and God makes him happy. I'm not sure he quite understood that these are going to stay on the altar. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it at nap time. But I thought it was very nice that he would give me his pacifier to put on our altar. Okay? And this is it. This is our home holy space. It's full of things from our family history, of things that remind us of God. This is going to stay up through Easter Sunday so that we can celebrate Holy Week in all different ways of prayer and activities, all the while having it near our holy space. I hope that you and those in your household come together and find things that bring you closer to God and gather them together in a holy space. Many blessings.